Well, good morning from the sunny southeast of Ireland. Just before you watch the video on the Pasa Beach Hotel, I've given a good show of the hotel itself. You can tell that just by the amount of minutes that the video is. I just want to go over a few things first to make sure that you're fully aware of the trip. This is about the trip to the hotel. Now, first of all, if you're going by Ryanair, you want to be aware that not to get yourself drunk, because if you get yourself drunk on the plane and you start acting the idiot, you will be arrested. And that's what happened to one man on our flight. It was coming into land at Dalaman Airport. This person that I'm talking about decided to get up and wander around the plane, and we were just about to come down to land. And the next, the cabin staff were saying to him, sit down, sit down. Of course, he was taking no notice. Drunk as a skunk. The plane suddenly went back up into the air. We missed our slot for the landing, for which Ryanair get fined for. And when eventually we came around, it took us, held us up by 15 minutes. When we eventually did come into land, we were all told to stay in our seats. The police got on the airplane and they arrested this man. This man and his family were supposed to be on the same shuttle as us, the bus going off to drop you off at your hotels or wherever. They missed that. I don't know what happened to them, but they will be fined, or that individual will be facing a fine. They obviously had to find their own way to the hotel as well. So just be warned. Don't be stupid. Do what the cabin staff say. Don't think you're a smart ass, because smart asses don't normally get anywhere as far as planes are concerned. And you will be arrested. And don't give the Turkish police any cheek. They're not like the Irish or English police. Now, moving on from that. Once you've landed and you've got yourself through the customs and your passport control, etc., you'll go, if you've got a few options. You've either booked a shuttle, which will go straight through the airport, straight down to the little cabins, and you'll find whichever tour operator you went with, and you'll just get your shuttle bus. They won't leave without you, believe me. Now, there is another option. You've got two more options if you haven't bothered with a shuttle. I do recommend the shuttle. They're not expensive, and they get you there and they get you back. Now, you do have another option of a taxi. The last time we got a taxi was about 3 years ago, and he charged me €120 back then. I haven't a clue what it is now, but it was a scandalous amount of money for it. But it is an hour and a half's trip. But that's what they charged at the time. I don't know what they're charging now. That's another option. The last option would be a bus. The bus terminal, which will take you straight into Marmaris bus depot, is you just sort of keep walking straight from the airport to the bus depot. The buses run quite regularly. They're coaches, and you can get one there. And at the last time we used that was €5. But it's probably gone up now, and it's probably about €10. So the buses are fairly cheap. They run very often, so it's up to yourself. But you can literally just go to the bus station and pay for your ticket there and then. You don't have to book in advance. It's a brilliant way of doing it if you want to be on a budget. There might only be a couple of you, or you by yourself. I would actually recommend the bus, but it's your choice. Once you get into Marmaris bus depot, you'll find a little small bus that will take you literally wherever you want. The buses in Marmaris are absolutely fantastic. They vary in prices, but the local buses, which go around Marmaris, are only 40 Turkish lira for a trip. There's just one price. So that's your options for actually getting to your hotel. Or you can get a taxi from the bus station, which will obviously be a lot cheaper than if you were to get one from Dalaman Airport. So that's those little bits there. Now, when you get into your hotel, and I've explained everything on the video about where you go and what you do, etc. But I do want to reiterate this, even though I did say it on the video twice, is that if you lose the armband for your all-inclusive holiday, it's going to be a €50 fee for them to replace it. So do not lose it. Never take it off. They're very well fitted on. They're designed to actually stay on and need to be cut off. But they're very tough as well. So there's no reason why you should lose that. But it's €50 if you do. Now, once you get into the hotel, all of the towels you can get a towel for going down to the beach or sitting around the pools, etc. So you don't need to bring your own towels. And they're all free. I definitely recommend that. You get your towels free there. Now, as far as the rooms are concerned, they're basic. Don't expect, the Carlton Hotel or something. They're basic, they're clean. The beds are very comfortable. I found that. And if you want extra pillows, just ask the cleaner lady and she'll give you whatever you want. Blankets, pillows, whatever you want for the bedding, she'll just give that to you. And she cleans the rooms every day. Fresh towels every day as well. It's a brilliant service, to be honest with you. Now, they're in the hotel room, you'll have what they class as a mini bar. It isn't a mini bar, it's just a fridge. But you have your kettle there, you have your cups, there's sugar, there's tea bags, but there's no milk. So the only thing you really need to do if you take milk in your tea or coffee is go down to that little mini shop in the hotel lobby and get yourself a carton of milk and just leave it in the fridge. All of the water there is free as well. They have little bottles of water, but you can just take as many as you want, put them in the fridge, and you've got water there all the time. And all of that, is free apart from the milk. In the hotel itself, I don't think there's anything else worth mentioning. There is a sandwich. They call it sandwiches from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. It's not sandwiches, it's a big long roll. There's no butter. So if you can't eat a roll without butter, which I cannot, make sure you buy some butter and bring it with you for those rolls. But the fillings for the rolls, there's loads of it there. Cheese, ham, salads, etc. But God, they're dry without a bit of butter, let me tell you. So that's your choice. We did that when we first got there because we arrived late after 12 and we waited for these sandwiches and we sort of, said afterwards, well, we wish we'd never. But that's just us. You might find them lovely. Now, just one other thing to remember before we get onto the video is that during meal times, your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner when you're going down for it, there's a lot of people, I'm afraid, that are just purely ignorant. They like to barge, they like to push in front. They think there's an apocalypse. I'll get it right in a minute. They think an apocalypse is going to happen and all the food is going to disappear. The point is, let them get that last egg, let them get that last sausage, because as soon as that's gone, there'll be another brand new tray coming out. Just laugh about it. Don't be bothered getting into a I was here first type of scenario. Just let them get on with it, because it just isn't worth spoiling your holiday over a few idiots. You get idiots everywhere, So anyway, with that said, I think I've probably covered everything apart from one thing, and that is if you're going with a tour operator. We went with Love Holidays. Now previously when we had been to Turkey, you just got on a shuttle and they dropped you off at the hotel or apartment wherever you're staying. But this time round they've gone and gotten themselves some reps who get on the bus with you, and they will do their best to sell you trips. They'll say it's going to be through Love Holidays, etc., etc., and you need to book it now, because if you don't book it now, we're not going to be able to do it. And he'll have his little machine ready to take your money and give you a ticket for it. That's all a load of old rubbish. You can book a trip in the hotel at any stage, because as soon as you get to that hotel, you'll be getting a little envelope. Please meet me in the morning, urgent, very important, and it's basically one more rep trying to sell you trips again. So don't be letting yourself be fooled into what this person says on the bus about you need to book the trip now with me. That's all nonsense. He's only saying that to get his commission. That's all. Don't be tempted to do that, because you'll probably be tired and your defences will be down slightly. So ignore all of that. Wait till you get to the hotel, and then you can decide for yourself at your leisure if you want to do any of those trips. Now, as far as trips are concerned, we did book a couple, and I'm going to be going through the pitfalls on them. And believe me, there are pitfalls, no matter what way you look at it. But I will be doing that separately when I show you some of the trips I went on, because I took a lot of video work, and I'll go through that. Same with Marmaris itself. I'm going to tell you some of the pitfalls of what to watch out for with the shops, the bazaar, etc, etc. But I'll do that on each separate video that I do. I think that is all you need to know regarding the plane trip, the bus or shuttle trip to the hotel, and what to expect on that shuttle and at the hotel. So enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed, I do recommend it, because if you're going to Marmaris, you'll want to know, believe me, especially if it's your first time, you're going to want to know about what to expect. And don't forget, hit that like button. Thanks. Enjoy the video. When you first arrive at Pasa Beach, I will bring you into this area on the coach. As you can see, there's a taxi cab rank completely opposite the hotel itself. There's no taxis there, just sit on the chairs, one will turn up. Beach is down that way, but you'll be dropped off here. There is a security desk. Now, one thing to remember when you're going out of the hotel, you'll have your little wristband, which will be that green thing there, and you need to show that to the security every time you come back in. As long as you show that, she'll just let you through, and you'll come through up this way. One thing I forgot to mention there about those green wristbands for the Pasa Beach, when you show them to get into security, through security, don't lose it. If you lose that green wristband, you will be charged €50 to replace it. You never need to take it off. They're very strong, waterproof, etc. So just leave it on your wrist for the duration of the holiday. When you go to leave to go home, the security lady will cut it off your wrist. So whatever you do, don't lose it. Nail extensions, hairdressers, jewellery shop, and then inside in the lobby will be a little market. Get your milk, crisps, snacks, although everything is supplied in the hotel anyway. But this is to be the main part. So I'm going to take off the ND filter and we'll go inside. Main reception. You'll go over to the left there, where you'll be greeted. Young lad will come along and take your bags almost immediately and put one of those green wristbands onto you. Came as a bit of a shock to me. He was literally on my wrist before I even had time to take a breath. But he'll take your bags up to your room for you, so don't worry about that too much. Lovely, cool reception. You have the Turkish bath spa area over there. You have 2 lifts. One in that corner over there. One in that corner over here. As you can see, and the toilets are just over there to the right of the lift. Main pool will be out through that way. Nice hotel. You do have a bar here. In there. Dining area. Just to the right of the lifts. And that's where you're going for your breakfast, lunch and dinner. And of course all of your holiday paraphernalia there. About trips. They love their trips. Now we're going to go into the Turkish bath spa and wellness centre. It's very nice looking inside. Looks very relaxing, as you can see. And we shall go in now. So we are down in the wellness spa centre. Obviously I can't go into areas where there are people because some could be naked. But this is just one small area here. It's a little bit dark. Hopefully I'll be able to increase the brightness with the loops. I don't want to go too far in, just in case there are people here. Doesn't look like there are. Smells very nice though. We need smell-o-vision. That's some sort of downstairs pool area. I don't want to go in too far just in case there are people there. Little seating area. Looks very nice, to be honest with you. Now in that area over there is the Turkish bath. Again, I won't go into it because there may be people in there and I'm sure they don't want me putting their naked body on the video, even though you may not mind. There's a free safe box for your valuables. And in there's gym. In here would be a gymnasium. That's quite nice. Yeah, very nice actually. Well, they got all the machines for you if you're a health fanatic. Yeah, good equipped gym. Got all the weights there. So yeah, that's good. Now we won't go any further because of the fact that there may be naked people around. But yes, very nice. I just can't take you any further in. So we'll go back upstairs now and we'll look at the main pool. So we're out into the main pool area. Nice little water slide there. Bit of amusement. A pool table. Seen better days. Now the lady here is where you get your towels, because they do supply towels, and you can use them for the sunbeds and take them out to the beach as well. You get them from this lady here. They have to be back by, I believe, 5:30. And she's not here, you throw them in that container there. But there she is. She gives you your towels. And lifeguard.
Yes, lifeguard.
If you're drowning in the pool, this man will save you. Now they also have a snack bar. The snack bar will be open from 2 till 4. I'll give you the exact time. I think it's 2 till 4. Can't remember. One thing I forgot to mention is over there behind all of the brollies, there's a stage, and that is where they hold all of the entertainment. There's entertainment here every night. So you don't really ever need to go outside the hotel if you don't want to. And by the way, always a hot morning. Yeah, so you got this bar here. Don't forget everything's free because it's all inclusive. So you got drinks all day, cocktails. There's a lot to have, but this would be your main bar for the pool. And then here is where you have your snack area. So if you've missed lunch, don't worry. You can come over to the bar, to the pool area here, and you'll be able to get yourself pizza. Well, pretty much anything you want. You can see the pizzas are being prepared. Up there would be the kebab. So it looks like it's going to be a kebab offerings as well today. And all of these containers will be full of various types of foods. I mean, to be honest with you, you can't go wrong with the food here. Salads are already being prepared. There's all types of sauces, by the way, for you. Ketchup, mayonnaise. As you can see, there's plenty of fruit available. Apples, pears, peaches, plums. Anyone who can't find now something to eat here or moans about it, well, I don't think there's any pleasing with them, because there's everything you could possibly really want. We are talking, you know, Turkish standards, and this would be fairly good for Turkish standards. So we're now going to go out to the smaller pool area. Now when you come out of the main reception area, that's the B block. There is the A block, which is just over, and there. I think the A block would be all of your sea views. Well, not all of them, but you will get a view of the sea from most of them. The B block would mainly be street view or back of hotel view. But anyway, depends on what block you're staying in. So you would come down here. They do have a doctor on site, as you can see by that sign. And the doctors will be in here, but also in there are some more toilets just over there. So that's well worth remembering. In this room here, which is just off to the bar, or off from the bar, this would be your snack area as well. They give free ice cream. I believe it's between 4 and 6 p.m. and they do a tea break afternoon as well, where you get all of your cakes here. You get tea, coffee, you just help yourself to what you want. Well, there'll be people behind the counter, but you just tell them what you want. And they'll give that to you. And you can sit in here and eat it, or you can go outside and eat it. That's your choice. Okay, we'll come back to sort of where the restaurant area is over there. But this is the main bar area for the smaller pool. Seating area and the small pool. It's just here. A little bit quieter around here. Well, that's a smaller pool area. It's quite nice. There's plenty of sunbeds. So there's no need to go mad trying to, you know, put towels on them for keeping them for later. That's a bit old-fashioned now. You look like a bit of a fool doing things like that. But there's plenty available, and they do ask you not to put towels to try and keep the sunbeds. Because really that's just selfish, isn't it? But then again, there are still a lot of selfish people around. That's your outdoor dining, as you can see. So you can bring your breakfast, lunch, dinner outside. And that's looking back into the main dining area that I showed you earlier. Of course, a lovely day. One thing about Turkey, you can guarantee the weather. And it gets very hot. From this area, which is by the small pool, you have a little terrace, which I love sitting up on of an evening. As you can see, there's plenty of seating. And this hotel at the moment and currently is at capacity. And you can see the availability of seats. There's always somewhere to sit down. And the view from here, yeah, it's rather nice, isn't it? And as you can hear, it's fairly peaceful. And if you look back from this area, you can see the hotel. And you can see what I mean by block A. You'll get, if that's a course, there's only 1, 2, 8 apartments up there. And then you've got the block over there with more sea view as well. Of course you have to pay extra for the sea view. And then we come down, there's one more, well, there's a couple of bits to show you really. This is another little sunbathing area. And there's a little drinks bar where you help yourself over there to all of the soft drinks and tea as well, I believe. But all the soft drinks, just help yourself. So that would be another small area. Now the Pasa Beach does have an a la carte restaurant. In other words, pay. And it's just attached to the hotel, and it's this room here. So that would be your a la carte in there, where you can get English breakfast, all types of things. But to be honest with you, unless you're dying for that little bit of bacon, the main restaurant would be fine. Now there's security here because we're on the beachfront. So the security man will be there, and he will make sure that nobody comes in. And then we have our private beach area, which is over here, purely just for the Pasa Beach guests. And again, there is plenty of room. As you can see, a lot of people have just left towels, but look at all the beds that are vacant. So you're going to have plenty of places to sit. And this is just for the Pasa Beach Hotel. So for sun worshippers, beach worshippers, sea worshippers, it's all here for you. I've already had breakfast. This would be a late breakfast. I'm going to show you roughly what they put out. A lot of it may be depleted now, but we'll have a look anyway. But it's a lovely spread. You've got everything you could possibly want for everyone. Plenty of salads. Plenty of yogurts, melon, grapefruit, cheeses, you name it, they got it. Olives. As I say, all types of paraphernalia for you to eat. All of the jams, honey, and the honey, you help yourself from the honeycomb, which is brilliant. And it's very, very nice honey. Biscuits. Turkish delights, peppers. Dates, olives. They have a kids section as well. I'm not going to go over there and show you that because there's children there, and some people don't like their kids obviously being on camera or being looked at. Over here you have all your breads. They've got a microwave, toasters, tea, Turkish tea, English tea, drinks. Really, they've got everything you could ever ask for. This is the main hot dining area, and all of the people there that do all of the work for us. You've got beans, griddles, they do it all for you. Eggs, I love the eggs, by the way. They're lovely. And they do crepes for you. Sausages, potatoes, pancakes, eggs to the world's end, and they do them fresh for you if there's none there. Scrambled eggs, chips if you want them, baked potatoes. When I say baked potatoes, that'd be it's really just potato pieces, but they're nice. They've even got brownies in that one. And that's a Turkish bagel. They got over here, you can toast your bread. Really, I mean, you can't knock it. All types of things, pastries. Now, if you want fresh orange juice, you can get it here, but there is a charge. That would be 140 Turkish lira currently at the moment. Now they're sort of preparing to close up this restaurant, but I think you've got a good idea. Over that side over there is normally where you get queues of people, because they do a lot of fresh preparation here. That was scrambled egg with tomatoes, red paprika. Then you got two soup tureens, and they normally have different soups here. So as you can see, they're just shutting up for breakfast. And the dining area itself, there's more than enough room. You've got loads of room here. And you can even take your breakfast outside to the outside area there and enjoy it out in the sun. Get a drink here if you wish with your breakfast. So that's the dining area. I'll hope to get some footage of the lunch, what they sort of offer, and for a dinner as well. See what they offer on that. But it's brilliant. You can't go wrong. The hotel room at the Pasa Beach Hotel. Nice double shower. The storage for your clothes is not great, but there's enough in there. Air conditioning is included. The balcony is enough. And we have a street view. Let's have a look at what the evening fare is. They seem to put the cakes before the hot foods, but they are delicious looking. And then into the hot section. This is evening meal, don't forget. Rice, meat sauté, baked potatoes, that's pretty standard. Grilled fish. Grilled chicken, which you can see sizzling away. Chips. Oven baked fish. Pita bread with chicken. There's all your Heinz ketchup and mayonnaise. Soya sauce. Lots of little herbs there as well, powders. Pastas, sauce, more pasta. Spinach, chicken, rice dish. Lamb stew with mashed eggplant. Cauliflower and olive oil. Boiling fish. Vegetables. And then over here, there's always a queue. You have your two soups as usual, but I think they're doing some sort of kebab meat. Let me have a look. Ooh. Oh, roasted beef and gravy sauce. So that looks rather nice. I might try that this evening myself. And of course, all of your fruit. So if you can't find something that you want to eat there, shame on you. And your drinks as usual. That'll be it. Now I'm gonna have my dinner. So this is what they call the patisserie. It's open from 4 till 6 o'clock. You can come in here and you've got your tea, coffee, a great selection of, well, everything really. Cakes. Yes, all the cakes there. And as you can see, there is ice cream. More cakes. And of course that's all in on the inclusive. And there's the man that does everything. He's there. Giving you away. It's lovely, really. Just help yourself to as much as you want, really. Just ask for what you want. It's great. And you can sit in here or you can go outside. Great.